Hey everyone, I'm going to do a quick reaction video to Barack Obama's speech in Pennsylvania. It kind of touches on a few things I've been thinking about myself recently, and I kind of felt the quickest way of maybe getting that out is to kind of, listen to this and sort of offer my opinions on it. So, yeah, let's get right into it.
One of the most disturbing aspects of this election season about Trump's rise in politics is how we seem to have set aside the values that people like Dan stood for and Bob stood for and that I was taught. And those didn't used to be Republican Democratic values. I mean, it used to be we'd have arguments about tax policy or foreign policy, but we didn't have arguments about whether you should tell the truth or not. We didn't make excuses for people.
I'm going to pause there a little bit. I'm going to disagree a bit on this one, and I think I know where he's going. Um, Trump has pushed things like really high, so it's like he's kind of pushed things up to 11. But I mean, I remember when Barack Obama was president, and the Speaker of the House, who was a Republican, I forget his name, but would scream out that he's a liar. You know, so there's always been accusations there. I mean, if he's going where I think he's going, where he's he's going to say something to the effect of, all we ever used to do is debate about policy, about what taxes should be here and what foreign policy should be there, but we've never accused each other of lying or misrepresenting. That's not entirely true. They have accused each other of lying and misrepresenting it. They've done it quite a lot. It's way worse now. And the excuse that the Republicans would give now, MAGA Republicans, isn't that they're lying. It's that they would say the Democratic Party has always lied and misrepresented and cheated, and they're just like evening the playing field. That's their argument effectively, is you did it first, so we're going to do it too. Like, we've always been honorable, you've always been slimy and sly, so now we're gonna fight back with with using your weapon. Basically, it's a pretty crappy way of phrasing it, but you get the idea.
Who just violated basic norms of treating people fairly and with respect. I mean,
Well, Obama
just
really
last week,
sounds tired.
I,
Is
I mean,
and
I talked
shouting a
about
lot.
this.
His voice is very
We had
hoarse.
one of the deadliest hurricanes in American history.
True. Yep.
The beautiful town of Asheville, North Carolina, one of my favorite places in the country. Spent time there. Amazing people.
Uh-huh.
Devastated. Hundreds of people killed. And President Biden and Vice President Harris were down there meeting with local officials and comforting families, asking how they could help. And Donald Trump at a rally just started making up stories about the Biden administration withholding aid from Republican areas and siphoning off aid to give to undocumented immigrants. Just made the stuff up.
Because he can. Because he can. I mean, it's like I've said before, and I think everyone knows this at this point. Like, most of us operate in our own echo chambers. He doesn't need to convince the entire country of something. He just needs to convince enough. That's how it works. Okay. I don't need to convince everyone of a lie. I just need to convince enough people of it for them to do what I want so that I get what I want. That's how it works. That's what's going on here. And again, the Republicans would simply turn around and saying, "Well, you've always lied, so we're just doing the same." I'm not saying that's what's going on here, but that is their excuse.
Everybody knew it wasn't true. Even local Republicans said it was not true. And now the people of Florida are dealing with another devastating storm.
True.
And I want you to watch what happens over the next few days, just like the last time. You're going to have leaders who try to help, and then you have a guy who will just lie about it to score political points, and this has consequences. Because people are afraid and they've lost everything, and now they're trying to figure out, how do I apply for help? And and some of them may be discouraged from getting the help they need. The idea of intentionally trying to deceive people in their most desperate and vulnerable moments. And my question is, when did that become okay?
It's never formally been okay, and it's never been at this scale, but it has happened. And the reality is, I'm just going to throw this out there. I mean, Trump became president in 2016. Obviously, he lost. Well, he did lose in 2020. He claims he won, but he did lose. We're now 2024. It's been almost 10 years. Almost 10 years. So if you count a bit of time before 2016, before that, it's really, really close to 10 years. It's been 10 years of this being normalized. Just think of it that way. Almost a decade. The reason why it's quote unquote okay is because it's so normal now. Everyone's just got used to it. This is just how people talk now. That's the thing. And again, like I said, if you know, people get their news from the places that best suit their viewpoint. So, you know, if you have a situation in which you think everyone else is lying and you're not, then that's what's going to happen.
I'm not looking for applause right now. I want to ask Republicans out there, you know, people who
Wow, he looks tired
are
and
conservative,
pissed.
who didn't vote for me, who didn't agree with me. I had friends who disagreed with me on every issue. When did that become okay? Why would we go along with that? I mean, if your coworkers acted like that, they wouldn't be your coworkers very long. If you're in business and somebody you're doing business with just outright lies and manipulates, you stop doing business with them.
Yeah, true. Although it depends on the business. Let's be honest, we all know a lot of people out there who make a lot of money who lie and cheat, and people will do business with them if they think that they can get their share out of it. It's messed up, but it's true.
Even if you had a family member who acted like that, you might still love them, but you tell them you got a problem. And you wouldn't put them in charge of anything. And yet, when Donald Trump lies or cheats or shows utter disregard for our Constitution, when he calls POWs losers or fellow citizens vermin, people make excuses for it. They think it's okay.
Yeah, well, okay, we're like past halfway through this, and I'm pretty sure the rest of it is going to be the same theme. It's because it's normalized. That's basically it. It's become normalized. We're just accustomed to this now. We're accustomed to, and it as crazy and bad as this is going to sound, the only thing ultimately some people care about is winning, and that's it. That's just it. You know, if you're in power, you can do things. You can make changes. And what a lot of people have realized, and Donald Trump has known for years, what Donald Trump has known for decades, is that all you have to do is win. Okay, you can lie, you can cheat. If you win, doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. Again, I don't need to convince everyone of my lie. I just need to convince enough, and that's it. That's how it's always been. That's what it's like. It's way worse now, but that's what it's like. Anyway, so that's a few quick thoughts. I'm going to stop it here. If you are watching this, if you could like and subscribe, that'd be great. But yeah, thanks. Bye.